What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, Dad is swinging the 1.07 updated Nokta Legend, and he is absolutely going to have the hunt of his life. He digs a few silvers, he digs Silver War relics. He has overall probably one of the better hunts of the year, so you don't want to miss this video, guys. And I think he's starting to be impressed by the Legend. He had a rough start with it, but after this 1.07 update, man, he's starting to figure it out. But real quick, guys, we got a big giveaway coming up. Nokta is giving away one of their pulse dives, and Calico is actually jumping in as a sponsor and giving away a shovel once we reach 3,000 subscribers. Yesterday, we gained 22 subscribers alone. We're at like 29, 22, I think right now. So make sure it takes 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button, because we want this giveaway to happen, and we want to see one of you guys or two of you guys win. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into the hunt. Enjoy.
Back here to this house where I found the pistol barrel, and we found a bunch of old coins. But I'm hunting right here along the road, as you can see, and got a pretty decent signal that it was coming up. I like this Ferris check. I mean, I don't know how accurate it's going to be. I ain't got very much time on it yet, but Ferris check was coming up completely on the side of jewelry, and it was a solid 44, so I had to dig it. Anyways, what came out of the hole was a wheat cent. I don't know how well this camera's picking it up, but 100% wheat cent. Looks to be 1916. So the first coin with the Legend, and hopefully many more to come. I'm really anxious to get to learn this detector. Alright guys, I'm swinging the Legend. This is my first really official day swinging it. I've dug 2 wheat cents. We're at this place where we've dug quite a few nice coins, and I'm thinking right here is going to be an awesome little silver in the hole. If Jordan would pan in closer, you'll probably be able to see it.
Wow.
It was coming up on the Legend. It was coming up a little bit lower than I would have expected it. It's coming up about a 42, 43. I was expecting probably being possibly silver, that it would probably come up close to 50 something, but let's check this out together here.
Don't rub it, I got some spray.
I'm almost positive it's going to be silver.
Dadgummit. Hold on.
I think I might have some spray here too. I don't think it's going to be a half a dime like I was hoping.
I just hope it's a regular dime. I'm tired of you always pulling stinking silver.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be Barber.
Are you kidding me?
Yep, there she comes out.
I'm done.
There's my second Barber here. Can you see the date?
I'm sure they can.
1918.
18.
Yes, 1918. Nice, pretty Barber dime. I mean, it's pretty clear. We'll take that. I've been digging a lot of tones here. I've been showing you guys tones. This one I didn't dig because it was in a kind of a trashy area, but it was coming up good. I mean, a coin program I found online. And this thing here was screaming heavy, 42, 42. And I dug it was kind of deep. And this would be my second one of the year. Check this out. It's going to be a really, really nice thimble. I mean, perfect shape. I love the blue turquoise on it. I don't know if it's going to be silver or not, but that is pretty sweet right there. I'll take that, using the Legend. Okay guys, as Jordan tries to show you a close-up of this thimble, I just wanted to explain. I did a little bit of researching after the fact. This is a couple days later, and what I found was kind of neat, so I wanted to explain to you. But on the thimble, there's a bunch of different symbols. Of course, the JF is the maker. I think it was like something Fenton. I can't remember the first letter. But what was really cool is the symbols. The first symbol, it's an anchor. The anchor tells you where the thimble was made. It was made in Birmingham, England. The second symbol is a lion. That tells you it's sterling silver. And then the letter was a letter A, which said it was made in 1925. So each three of them symbols has its own separate meaning. And when you look it up in the thimble book, you look up that order. You know, because I've seen them before in the thimble book where the lion was first, then the anchor, and then a letter. But then as you look through the book, then you come across the anchor, the lion, and the letter. It was a 1925 sterling silver thimble made in Birmingham, England. All right, guys, I am going crazy today with the Legend. I love this 1.07, but I dug this hole and I searched around and I couldn't find it. Then I found a clod, which you can see right there. That was the indentation. When I got excited, I threw the coin. And here it is. Check this out. It's pretty. It's good shape too. Maybe you'll know the date before I do, because I haven't even looked at the date yet. I don't know if the camera can pick the date up or not. It's drying out quick. But definitely, there you go. A pretty Indian head penny.
Just the backside.
There's the back. Oh man, it's in
Wow.
good shape too. Look at that.
I passed that one up.
Look at that. Ain't that pretty? What date is it? It is 1887. I was here and getting a pretty good signal. I was getting like a 44 to 42. Jumping back and forth between 42 and 44. Really strong signal. I missed it the first time when I dug my plug. So I had to come back a little farther back. So I'm going to have to get a little bit better with my pinpointing on the Legend. A little bit different than the Simplex and a little bit different than any other detector I've done. But in the hole, I got something pretty cool, I'm pretty sure. Check this out. Oh, yes. Definitely a pocket watch frame. Unfortunately, it's definitely not gold. I have found a gold one before, but this one's definitely not gold. But still, pretty cool find. We're on to something here, I think, guys. We might find some really nice relics. All right, I chased this signal all over again. Matter of fact, up in the little pit up there, I lost the signal and gave up on it. Jordan came behind me and found a little brass ring, maybe like for a horse saddle or something like that. But I was bound and determined to find this one. This was a pretty good signal. It was coming up at 3839 on the Legend. I'm in, let me see here. Right now I'm in 15 kilohertz. I was running in M1, multi-frequency 1, but now I'm in 15 kilohertz and I'm in all metal. But check this out in this hole. Let me get out of the sunlight here. And I ain't talking about that big white grub down in here.
Oh.
Right here. I'm thinking it might be a coin or it might be a button. I haven't really touched it yet to know.
I think I see a shank on the back already.
Okay, well, it could be a button.
Let's see.
But we're going to find out together.
Get out of sunlight, buddy.
Yep, you're right. It's going to be a button. It's going to be a nice button now. It's going to have hallmarks underneath. I can see them already.
That's a channel on the TV, right?
But I don't see any kind of design. So it's just going to be an old flat button. Probably dating back to the mid-1800s or so. Pretty cool. It's the afternoon now. It's getting a little overcast out here. Earlier when I found this pocket watch, the sun was pretty bright out. But now we're in the evening time and I'm maybe 6 feet from where I found the pocket watch. Check out what I got in this hole here. I'm thinking, I was telling you maybe the back was in that other one, but I think I either have the back here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, check that out. I either have the back or the front, but I am almost 100% positive. I got ants climbing all over me. 100% positive. It's made out of the same material as the edging, probably brass. But I think that's the back to it. So that's pretty neat. Now all I need to do is find the outer rim of the front. I'll have myself a pocket watch. Okay guys, this was coming up pretty deep. It was coming up about 3 bars on the Legend. Probably about 6 inches at least. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be a heel plate to a boot. Jordan has found a Civil War bullet here. He's found a Civil War button up there. So maybe possibly this dates back to the Civil War also. But it looks like it would go on the back of their part of their boot. When they walk in, they don't wear out their soles so quickly. So a pretty cool little find. It's probably made out of brass. Okay, we was comparing numbers here on this find. I was getting like a 40-ish, sometimes up into the low 50s. Jordan come by with these Equinox. He's coin searching today, he says. Well, coin searching and I guess button searching. He come up and he smiled and said, go ahead and dig it. Well, then he flicked it down to all metal mode. And I seen it hit a negative number, so I kind of figured it was iron. He was right, but I was right too. It's definitely a relic. It's going to be an iron buckle. Could have been from Civil War period, who knows? I don't know. It may be even newer than that, I don't know. But still, it just goes to show you, I mean, we're in this area where we've been finding Civil War, so I was curious when he laughed at me and said, I think it's iron. But I was curious to see what it is. Even though I've been digging a lot of big iron. I've dug a shovel. I've dug an axe head. You know, I've dug some big iron, but I still think that's a pretty cool find. We chased this bad boy down there. This place is so rocky. You can see the rocks on top. But I was getting a good 39 to 42 on the Legend. Jordan come over and he was doing pretty good on his. But we got an old spoon bowl. I don't think it's pewter or anything like that. And it looks like the handle was broke off of it in quite a while. We didn't break it. But spoon bowl, another home site find.
Do you still like digging spoons?
Oh, I still like digging spoons.
Yeah.
But this was a solid low tone. I don't know if it's coming up on the screen or not, but it's a solid 22 and it says about 4 bars down. So figured I'd dig it and we find out what this is together. Okay, here it is. Okay, in the woods, you can plan on finding a lot of these. What it is a shotgun head stamp. Can't really make out what one it is. Some of them is actually collectible. I found one here the other day, said Robin Hood. I've never found one like that before, but it actually said Robin Hood across the top. This one looks like it might say Winchester Express. So probably not too old of one. But you can plan on finding a lot of these out in the woods, but it was a 22 solid. So made of brass. So I definitely would want to be digging it because it could have been a button. Okay, I only traveled a matter of maybe 2 feet. Right there was my first hole where I got the shotgun slug. This one here, I got a solid 29. So probably not going to be a shotgun head stamp. So curious what this is going to be. So we're going to find out together on this one as well. I guess that's all part of learning a new detector, is learning all the new tones and all that kind of stuff. I'm still learning how to pinpoint with this machine. As you can see, try to get my shadow out of this. As you can see, it was over here. So I thought it was going to be here. So I got to do a little bit better with pinpointing with the machine. But I found a pool tab out here in the middle of the woods. I wasn't expecting to be yanking out a pool tab out here, but 29 solid, and it was, I don't know, a good 6 inches deep. And I got the 1.07 on, and I've noticed that it's really helped me pick up a lot more depth. I really struggled with that 1.06. I was getting a little frustrated, And as you seen on that last video, you know, I had a lot of people saying I didn't know how to detect and different things like that, and it kind of made me mad. But you know, hey, it is what it is. I know I've been doing this for 12 years. I got a pretty good idea of how to detect. So made me kind of smile when Relics said there were some issues with 1.06 and loss of depth with one of them. So, but now this 1.07 seems like I'm banging some targets out. So maybe here sometime real soon we'll find something cool. Here's one of my best signals today so far. You can see it hits up close to 40, 42 sometimes. So kind of curious what this signal might be. I'll be back with you here in a minute. Well, here's what it was. It was a fired modern bullet, but it was coming up pretty screaming on the detector. Of course, it wasn't very deep, maybe 2-3 inches deep. Modern bullet, 39 to 42, pretty solid. Okay, this was coming up a pretty good signal. It was coming up 42 on the Legend, and it's going to be a 1934 dog tax, Washington County, Maryland. So a pretty cool find. A little bent right there, but still pretty decent little find. Got the Legend dialed in here, and this looking for silver anyways, but it's doing good with the coins and silver thimble, and now dog tax. Okay, still here at the same place. 3233. I mean, this house has some history behind it, but I was never expecting to find one of these. This looks like American Civil War bullet. Maybe a Spencer carbine, or maybe something a little bit different, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a dropped Civil War bullet. So pretty cool little find right there. Definitely, most definitely wasn't expecting that today. Okay, here's a neat little find. I got a pretty good 41-42 in the Legend, and I made a 90 around it, and I heard it tone out. I couldn't hear the tone anymore, so I dug it. So the first thing I dug out of that hole was this nail, and I'm thinking, no, that wasn't no 41-42. So went back down into the hole, and here's another dog tag. That would have been probably the 41-42, but when I come on a different angle, that nail was masking it out. So, you know, you get a good signal and you make that 90 and it gets masked out, you might want to think about still digging it, because it might be two different things in the hole.